Welcome to the basics of tile installation. Our aim in this video is to provide you with a fundamental understanding of how to install tiles. In order to ensure successful tile installation, it is essential to choose the correct trowel for the tiles you plan to install. For example, a V-notch trowel that's 5 by 4 mm is ideal for smaller tiles like mosaics, while a 6 by 6 by 6 mm or a 6 by 10 by 6 mm square notch trowel is better for larger tiles, like a 100 by 200 mm subway tile or a 150 by 150 mm porcelain tile. If you have a large format tile, like a 305 mm by 610 mm porcelain tile, or any tile that has one side longer than 380 mm, then a larger notch trowel like a 13 mm by 13 mm will be required to achieve a proper coverage for a strong bond. Now that we have an idea of the trowel size we will be using, let's mix up and spread some mortar. First, we start by keying the mortar into the substrate. This is where we use the flat side of the trowel to spread a thin, even layer of mortar that will help fill any small voids. This helps us get better coverage and a stronger bond. Once we've finished keying the mortar into the substrate, we then comb all the mortar in a single direction. This should be done parallel with the shortest side of the tile. If we're installing a large format tile, we will need to back butter the tile before we install it. Back buttering helps to fill in any gaps or voids on the back of the tile, which can improve the coverage and prevent hollow spots or air pockets from forming. Now that we've applied the mortar, we can begin to install our tiles. To install your tile, firmly press it into place. While pressing down, move the tile back and forth, perpendicular to the direction of the mortar lines. This will collapse the ridges in the mortar and help us achieve the proper coverage needed for a good, strong bond. Make sure you check the tiles periodically to make sure you are getting a good transfer of mortar to the back of your tiles. We need a minimum of 80% coverage in dry interior spaces and 95% coverage in wet areas, like a shower and exterior installations. Continue this process for your entire project. Make sure to check for coverage every once in a while to ensure you are getting a good transfer to the back of the tile. Here are some things you shouldn't do during installation. When installing the tile, it is important not to swirl the mortar or do any spot bonding. This will create voids between the tile and substrate, which will weaken the tile in those spots and make it prone to breaking and cracking. One thing to look out for as you install your tile is lippage. In order to have a successful tile installation, it's important that all your tiles are level with each other. Controlling lippage can be difficult for inexperienced installers, but there are tools on the market like leveling clips for lippage control. Use these tools to ensure all your tiles are level and your tile installation will look great. Now you have the basic know-how for a successful tile installation. Feel free to join us on social media and our website, and contact us with any questions or concerns.